everybody, Amy here from Knit Collage, and welcome back to another making slash knitting vlog episode. It has been a long time because, truth be told, I haven't been knitting that much, so I think it's maybe been 1 or 2 months, I'm not sure. A long time since I did one of these, and I would love to get in the habit of doing them more often, but I always feel like I actually need to have made progress on my knitting to be able to share something with you. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that, but the big thing is that I have a hard time knitting in the evenings, and this is just hands down because of my kids, and they have more activities now. My second grader has homework and a spelling test every Friday we have to study for. And then of course there's the baby. So I get to about 8:30 p.m. Everybody's down, finished, kitchen is clean, and I don't feel like I have that much time to knit. I'll maybe knit for half an hour or maybe an hour, but I typically go to bed around 9 or 9:30, so I'm a big morning person and I just can't figure out when to get my knitting in. I know I'll get back to it someday, but it's not what I want right now, but that's okay. That said, I have knit for our knit along because I have had to. This is part of my job and part of work. So I have completed all 4 knit along styles, and I knit these during my workday. I just had to. So I cannot wait to show you. This one is hot off the blocking boards, and it is my Magic Mountain cardigan. So I am in love with it. It is steeked, and this is the inside. I added some trim from my travels to India to the inside. I think you could really add anything to the inside of your sweater there, anything fun and exciting. I actually still need to add more buttons. We were out of stock of these, and I think I need 4 or 5 total, and I really liked the way these ones looked, so I need to order those and make sure I get those. But yeah, I love it. I love it so much. I love it over a dress. I have never steeked before, so this felt like a monumental, I should say, I have steeked swatches. It's much scarier to steek a sweater. So it felt like a monumental, monumental feat. And I know a lot of other participants in the knit along felt the same way too. So I'm in love with it. It's so much fun. I've got to do the buttons. I've still got some ends to weave in the sleeves. They're nice and hidden, but I'm for the most part done this one. The second one I want to show you is my Express Yourself sweater, and I've been wearing this nonstop. I love that it's a little bit lighter weight, but still very cozy. I was in Austin last weekend for my husband's 40th, and the weather was in the 50s, and this was perfect. So I wore this and just love the hint of pop. The sleeve has a little bell to it, and I love the way it came out. So that's my Express Yourself. And then the last one I want to show you is my Shake Your Groove Thing cardigan. Let's see. I could try this on. Maybe I will even try this on for you because it is so fun. This is not Shake Your Groove Thing. This is called Loop It Up. My apologies for messing up that name. Okay, so this is my Loop It Up, and I somewhat wish I had done another color. I ended up doing this color because I had frogged the yarn from another project, so I just had a lot of it. But I kind of wish I had done another color, but that said, it is so cute and I love it. And these are really, really fun gold glitter buttons that we have. So it is really fun, really cute. I think it deserves some sparkly dress, and I might wear it for New Year's. There are 2 ways of knitting this. You could fasten the loops down like what I did, or you could let the loops like hang and be crazy, and they sort of point straight out. it's just a little bit more of a wild feeling, and I'm kind of wishing I had just let mine go and be wild and crazy. But it is what it is. I like the way it looks a lot. And the last thing I knit was the Shake Your Groove Thing poncho. I'll try and get a photo to insert here, but I decided to gift that to my friend Sabrina Ward Harrison, who came on to the Knit Along to lead us in a journaling event. And it was so good. I think everyone really enjoyed it. So I wanted to show her some love and gave her the poncho. And it was a stress-free thing to gift, because ponchos, they kind of fit any size. It's not like a sweater that has to fit a specific size. So it was good. She did send me a picture of her in it, so I'll try and insert that here. Okay, so let me take this one off. I'm gonna show you a couple of my other whips and just things we have going on here at Knit Collage. I was actually gifted a bunch of stuff in the past couple months that I've been wanting to just share on here because it's so pretty. But the first thing I will show you, why don't I show you this first? This is my Earth and Air, which is in the middle of knitting. And this pattern is by James N. Watts. And it's a brioche sweater. You could do it either way. So I might put this side out, but my gut is telling me to go with this side out. And the yarns I have used are these three. So I think I shared about these yarns in my last making vlog. So I love it. I have been knitting it for a long time. I was hoping to finish in August, but then the photo shoot for Knit Collage caught up with me and I had to completely shift gears and only do work knitting. So I'm really almost there. I just have to do the neckline on the front and the back and the sleeves. It's a big needle. It's a pretty big needle. I think it's like a 10. So I should be able to finish this relatively soon, but it's gone on the back burner. I know it looks a bit small. I think it's really gonna block out too, if people are wondering that. So I'm excited about that one. And let me show you my next whip. So I am knitting another Penguono. Oopsie, all the yarn is going everywhere on my lap. That's okay. So I'm knitting another Penguono, or I think Stephen West calls it a Penguono, and it is looking pretty darn awesome. This is part of a year-long West Knits knit along we're hosting as part of our membership, our Creative Knitters membership. And we are going to be opening up registration for that in January. So if anyone's interested, but this is what it looks like so far. I'm just on the back. Thankfully, this is a year-long knit along, and I have 2 big bags full of yarn for it, and I just cannot wait to get back to this sweater. So I'm gonna keep it all together and move it right over here, and then let me show you my third whip. Okay, so when I said I had a lot of whips, I was not lying. This is my third whip, and here it is. It is a shawl, another shawl by Stephen West. So I'm sort of doing this as part of our year-long West Knits Cal as well. It is called the Brioband shawl. So ignore all the ends. I guess I should have said that for all of them. It starts here, so it'll be up here, and then it goes out from there. And the really fun thing about this is that I have improved my brioche skills by a lot. I did syncopated brioche. I've got one more syncopated brioche section left, and I am just loving it. So the yarn is, the bright turquoise is a Lady Dye yarn. The multicolor rainbow turquoise is Hedgehog. And then the other one, the light pink, is Cake Wool. And all of the other ones are from Stephen and Penelope in Amsterdam. I think there are 7 colors total. So I am down to the last section. This is the one I want to finish first before I move on to my other 2 whips. And I'm down to the very last 2 sections, and it's, I think, 500 stitches on the needle. So there's quite a lot of stitches. It's a size 2.75 needle, so it's taking me a very long time. And I like chunky yarns and chunky needles. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm getting there, and I really like it. I also have this fun project bag to show you that I've been using for it, which is from Black Pearl Magic. So this is from Shayla at Black Pearl Magic, and just look at how cool that zipper is. It's a rainbow zipper situation. Isn't that amazing? And this star, it's like vinyl, I think. It's awesome. So I traveled this past weekend, and I used this. And I'm getting closer. It's just one of those projects where there are so many stitches on the needles, it's going to take a long time. All right, so let me show you. I wanted to show you a few things in the Free People catalog because we had some things featured in the holiday Free People catalog. This blanket, which is the Cozy Companion Throw blanket. And we knit it in India. Our team there knit it, and I made the first one. It's a combination of all different yarns together. I think I used Wanderlust and Frolic, Daisy Chain and Natural Aura, and Spun Cloud and French Vanilla. So we striped them all together. So it's kind of like a stash edition of a Cozy Thoughts blanket, but the pattern is the same. So that looked amazing. That was really exciting to see. And if you're a knitter, you can absolutely knit this on your own with stash. Just make sure you get the gauge right, or with our yarns. And then the other one I wanted to show you was our holiday stocking we did for them. It's right here. It's our Wanderlust stocking pattern, which I'm going to show you here. So we sold that on their site, and then we also have the pattern for sale. So this is it. How much fun is this? Pom-pom sizes on point, right? So this is our Frolic Wanderlust yarn. And I just wanted to show you our new color. This is Pink Moon Wanderlust, and it really is that neon. It's crazy, amazing neon. I think we only have like 16 skeins left in stock because we did a sale on this for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So we don't have that many left in stock, but it is happiness, and it would be phenomenal in a holiday stocking or just a hat, right? Just a plain old hat, something like that. Okay, so I have received a few gifts that I really want to show you guys just because they're so much fun. So I've got some gifts to show you here, and then we'll wrap things up with a little bit of spring because spring is coming, and I have 2 fun things to show you. Okay, so I wanted to show you our Serenity yarn dyed by the indie dyer Ken Yarn, aka Jake Kenyan. So he dyed this skein for us, and my mind is blown. How amazing is this? It's so cool. So this is our Serenity Brush Boucle yarn, and I don't know how many colors are in here. I could definitely try to count, but it is just a work of art. I don't know what to do with it. I have 2, and my mind is blown. It just sits on the shelf and looks pretty. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but something good. Okay, so I also, along with the yarn, he gave me this beautiful ice dye patch. I think this was part of an advent he put together, and it was full of incredible things like handmade candles. I believe everything's handmade in Rhode Island, where he's based. So really excited about my fancy candles. And I think this is a lip balm. Yeah, how good is that? So love it. And I have also received some very fun things from the grocery girls, Jody and Tracy. And who knew? They were celebrating their 5th anniversary. So I think a lot of people know they do affiliate. They are our affiliate here at Knit Collage, and they just sent me a package with our samples, which I had sent them for the fall knit along, and I got all these goodies back. So I got this knitting bracelet from that. So cute. Sheep sticker. I mean, yes, please. I'm putting this on my computer. Watercolor sheep note cards for thank you notes. These are phenomenal. And then I got a Grocery Girls notebook, and you can never have too many of these. I don't know if you can see the logo, but it's on there. And I'm so flattered and so grateful. I love all of these gifts. They're amazing. So, okay, the last thing I have to show you is that I went to Mermaid's Purl, which is kind of like one of my local yarn stores here in New England, in Massachusetts, although it's based in Rhode Island. It's about an hour from me. And I got some yarn. So I got her custom Spin Cycle yarn, which I think the ladies at Spin Cycle made just for Lizzie at the Mermaid's Purl, and it's so pretty. So I don't have an idea. I think I'd like to do a hat for my sons, but I want it to be more of like a worsted weight, and I think this is a sport weight. So I'd probably hold it together potentially with like a gold or another blue yarn, something like that. So excited about this. It's super special. So this is, I met this dyer when I was at Lizzie's store. She's Gigi Bonin, I think I'm saying that right. Excuse me if I'm wrong. And it's hand dyed in Rhode Island. It's so pretty. Like the color is so gold and so good. So one of my sons was with me. He picked out this for a hat, and we picked out this one for my other son who loves gold. So at some point, maybe I'll do a hat. Hopefully I'll get it together to do a hat. And then this was the skein I was super called to buy, because look at that beautiful green gray color. I'm so into this color right now. It's amazing. I need to do a sweater with it. So this is cake yarn in cream, and the color is treetop. So those are my stash acquisitions that I had in the past month. Not a ton. I actually haven't been buying too much yarn, as you can tell. I'm not knitting that much, so I'm not doing too much yarn buying. I'm trying to keep up with the knitting. I'm trying to just knit more. So I want to show you just two final things for spring, along the same lines as the gold, green, etc. train. I have a new wildflower color coming for spring, and this is it. This is the fabric before it will be made into the yarn. Isn't that amazing? And the inspiration is from a vintage sari that I found in India years ago. So I'm really pumped about this, and we will have a new mini skein sampler kit to go with it. And then the last thing is a sweater that Laurel Gervitz on our team has been working on. And this is it. So it's got this flower on the back. And this really cool sleeve detail and hem detail. So it's amazing. We are working on this behind the scenes too. So spring is happening. Cheryl on the team is working on something. Christine on the team is working for something. So we've got lots of fun knits in the work for spring that I'm excited about, that will be part of our spring knit along. So I think that's everything. Yeah, I think so. Not a ton of knitting, more whips to show you today, but I did get my knit along pieces done. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, please just drop me a comment below and I will follow up. Okay, bye-bye.